the first step in design, whatever the building service you are dealing with, the first step is you need to link a file. Which file? A 3D intelligent building. From whom? From the architect, with the structure. Okay, the 3D intelligent building with the structure you'll get from the architect that you're supposed to link. Then only you can start or deal with any building service. This is one way. The other option is, suppose if you're not getting the 3D intelligent building, which can be prepared in Revit from the architect. Suppose you are getting the CAD file, architectural CAD file from architect. In that case, we have option called link CAD. But remember, if you use the option called link CAD, it's not possible to deal with the load calculation, because link CAD means it's a drawing only. No? Suppose in the link CAD, you'll find the wall, but wall it's not actual wall. Prepare with the line. You'll find the window or other architectural components just with the drawing. It's not with the actual component. So it's not possible to deal with the load calculation, because load calculation required the 3D intelligent building so that the software can extract the U values or the location with the location, latitude, longitude, and the weather information. So if you're linking CAD file, the load calculation cannot be done. On that reference, you can create the duct pipe, that a 3D model with some height, considering that the drawing as a reference. Okay, that can be done, but load calculation cannot be done. But if you link the 3D intelligent building, means link Revit, you can even deal with the load calculation also. So there are some limitation if you use the CAD file. So the actual procedure is, in order to use Revit, you should get the 3D intelligent building, nothing but the link Revit. All the consultant or all the architect may not provide this 3D intelligent building, link Revit. So the alternate option also available in Revit, but the actual procedure is dealing with the 3D intelligent building. So first we'll deal with the 3D intelligent building. Later we'll also discuss about how to link the CAD file. I have a separate topic in detail that also required in actual practice, but let me follow the actual procedure first, the actual requirement. So the first step is what? Linking a file, and very simple. So before starting any project or means any building service, you must link the 3D intelligent building. So how to link? Very simple. So you can follow the notes. So here you see I'm going to create a new project. You know how to create. Yesterday in the previous session we discussed the same procedure. If you have the hard copy of the notes, you can verify from page number 30. You can verify all these highlights so that the work will be easy for you when you practice after class. Next. So let me start the new project first. By what? By taking the template. Which template? You can create, you can use your own template, or you can use the system default. At this level, for example, I'm using the system default. So here, new, then you see directly I can get the new option from here. Or else as per the notes, here application menu means file. You know this in the notes, whenever you get this R icon means you need to consider file. So click on this application menu, then new, wait for 2 seconds, click on the project, then browse, select the template, for example system default, which will provide mechanical, electrical, and the plumbing options. Then create new project, click OK. You know this. Now after starting the project, the first step is linking. You see, link a file. So I'm going to link the 3D intelligent building, and for your project here you'll find this ArcLink model, and this ArcLink model you can find out in the project file folder. Okay, so you can open this mechanical folder. I believe you already received that the project file folders, mechanical, electrical, plumbing and all. So if you open any folder, you'll find this ArcLink model. This is a 3D intelligent building from architect. So that we are going to link. How to link? Let me show you. The option is click on insert tab, from link panel, click link Revit, and show the location of that file and the location of the file under mechanical folder. So what you do, make a shortcut of this folder so that you can save the time. No need to go to the location all the time, because we are going to use all this project file. How to use this project file we'll discuss later, don't worry. At this level I bother about this ArcLink model. So I'm going to remove this temporarily just to show how to make the shortcut for this file to save the time. Okay, so what you do, first go to the location. So I already copied these files in H drive in my system under this Revit MEP 2020 and Revit this project file 2020. So you already received this now. What do you do after opening this folder? Take this mechanical folder and simply drag and drop in the shortcut and click cancel and click save. When you do this, whenever you click open or whenever you click, you see not only this link Revit, whenever you click open or new, you see when I select say new and sorry, my mistake. When I select this open, you'll find the shortcut here. Okay, to save the time, in this way you can organize this project file. Okay, back to the topic. Click on insert tab, from link Revit, click link Revit. And here is the folder I'm going to click. So you'll get the list of the files. At this level, I bother about this ArcLink model. This is a 3D intelligent building from the architect. And this is actually a school project with G+2, means ground floor, first and second, level 1, level 2, and level 3. We'll discuss more about this project. Don't worry, at the time building survey before dealing with the load calculation. So at this level, I'm going to select this. And now the positioning, make sure that here internal origin to origin. We'll discuss this point, don't worry. At this level, just follow the same procedure. So why origin to origin? Because I'm interested to link this 3D intelligent building with 0, 0 as reference, origin to origin. Okay, so select this and simply click open. When you click open, it is going to link in the project, and you can verify on screen. It's loading. You see, I'm not opening, I'm going to link this. And when you link, you see in one mech, this is a current view. You can find this one mech, means the ground floor view. Similarly, if I open this 2 mech, you'll find the first floor plan. But as I said, this project with G+2 na, so where is the next second floor, or where is the roof plan that you need to add? But from where I'm getting this 1 mech and 2 mech, because I use the template file, because in the template file by default we got this 2 levels na, I think remember 2 levels, and because of 2 levels I'm getting this 2 floor plan and 2 ceiling plan because of that levels. And at the time of creating level, we can create the floor and ceiling plan. How? I'll show you. We have a next topic. So
1 minute.
Based on this template file, you'll get this 2 views because of the 2 level is a default in the template file. Okay. But as per the project requirements, for example, the project is of 10 levels. So the remaining levels is your responsibility to create. But how to create? We have a topic. The next step only. Yes, online.
Why do we have to link the project directly? We can't work on the architectural file directly.
Good question. You see, the advantage of link, the link is like XREF. XREF is AutoCAD. So you can relate this with the XREF in AutoCAD. Why the XREF is required in AutoCAD? Why we cannot directly use that architectural file to deal with the ducting or piping?
We should not modify that one. That's why.
Yes. It's similar to that. So when you link the first option, you see the 3D intelligent building is going to link to your project as a background file. You see, when I click here, it acts as a single object. The first point. And you cannot edit this. You can view, we cannot edit. You can use this as a reference. And the second and the major advantage is, you see, this in actual practice, if you're dealing with the big project at the time of design stage, you'll find n number of the changes from the architectural or structure side also at the time of design. So if any change, for example, if you directly open this and use to add the services, and if the architect or the structure people open this project and if they do any changes, you'll not get the information. But if you use as a link, you'll get the information. It's going to update. Okay. And you can verify the link file from the project browser. You see, just now we link and you can find here link file, the same. Okay. So the first advantage, it will act like a single object. You see, for example, this is 1 mech and 2 mech. I'm going to open the 3D view also for this. Now 3 views is active, but visible is only 3D. But I want to see all the views side by side. The command is what? WT na? WT is a command. Nothing but tab windows, 2 tabs. So here the 3D view. This is 2 mech means level 2, first floor. This is 1 mech means ground floor. Okay. You see, when I select any of this view, you can notice everything is get selected. It means it's a single object. Okay, because it's a link file. And you'll get with the background color, you'll not get the actual colors also, and you cannot select the door window individually, and you cannot edit anything. Apart from this, if any change from the architect or structure side, when they open this file, they will open, and if they do any changes, you'll get the information. But how you'll get the information, I'll show you one example at the time of monitoring the level topic. So after linking the 3D intelligent building from the architect, the first step is you need to arrange the elevation cameras. So I'm going to maximize this 1 mech. So click on this view, go for this tab window to maximize this. Now you see, do you know these cameras? From where we got these elevation cameras?
From the default.
Yes, from the default template file. And you see, when I double click this, the elevation view will open. For example, when I double click on this triangle, not on the square, you see this side elevation will open. It will capture this side view. Okay, or any side it will open. So your responsibility is to rearrange this camera. Okay, because this is a default position. So how to arrange this? Simply In order to move this elevation camera, what you do, select this square, not this triangle, select the square and take the cursor inside this. You'll get the move icon and click, left click and hold the click and move. And I'm going to place this camera somewhere here so that it can capture this side for the elevation. Actually, elevation camera means you'll get the elevation view and you'll find the elevation view here. Okay, one camera, one view. And here I'm going to zoom this. Let me rearrange this. Roughly, you need no need to go for exact measurement. Roughly here, and the arrow indicate the eye direction, the elevation direction. Okay, next I'm selecting this. Then again zoom, and then rearrange somewhere here on this side, and this camera on this side. Okay.
Okay.
This is the first step. Now the next step is a technical point, room bounding. You see point number 9 to 13. Room bounding is a technical point. When you do the room bounding, you'll not find any graphical or visible change on the screen, but the software will create the boundary for all the rooms so that at the time when we prepare the space, the software can extract the area and volume for the space, which is required for load calculation as well as for lighting lux calculation. Okay, so how to do the room bounding? Just follow the procedure. You may not get the concept at this level. At the time of preparing spaces, I can show the importance of room bounding. At this level, just focus on the steps. So how to do the room bounding? Select this 3D intelligent building on any view, because when you select, everything will select the entire building because it's a single object. It may be 10 floor, it acts as a single object. After selecting this, simply click on edit type and select this room bounding and click OK. You see, you'll not find any physical or visible change on screen, but the software will create the boundary for all the rooms. Because at the time when the architect prepared this building, they consider, they take the wall, floor as the different elements. But for us, for mechanical, means HVAC, and for electrical calculation, we require the area and volume of the rooms. And that can be extract after preparing the spaces. And spaces cannot be done without this room bounding option. At this level, just remember this. I'll prove this or the importance of room bounding at the time of preparing spaces, which is the first step in load calculation or for load calculation. Okay.